Hello, beautiful people. I am just going live in all the places here. And happy Friday to you. I am coming at you fresh off of a trip that has been a lifelong dream. I got to visit some friends of mine who live in Portugal, including my sound engineer, Troy, of our award winning podcast, Loving Without Boundaries. 266 episodes strong, and my sound engineer has been working with me for a decade. So amazing. I'm really excited to be here with you. My name is Kitty Chambliss of Loving Without Boundaries. I'm the founder of the mission, as well as the podcast, the blog, the website, the coaching practice, Loving Without Boundaries. And myself and my beloved team, we specialize in helping people live their most authentic lives, free from jealousy and insecurity, shame and guilt, and the pain of ongoing infidelity in the open relationship and sex positive space, so that they feel unstoppable and fall back in love with themselves. So, with that, I want to jump into our topic today, which is how to select the best mentor and coach for you, because people, of course, reach out to me all the time because they are worried. They're already having problems in their cherished relationships in practicing consensual non-monogamy or polyamory or relationship anarchy, what have you. And they're looking for help, right? And a lot of people do come to me after they have read all the books, but they don't know how to apply what they're learning. Nothing's changing. They've watched YouTube videos, but again, just watching a video isn't going to dramatically change anything in a positive way to get you the results that you seek. And sometimes after years of doing research and talking to counselors and even therapy. So, because a lot of times therapists are not practicing consensual non-monogamy themselves, they just maybe know a little bit of theory. And sometimes they even make matters worse because they may say, what's wrong with you is the polyamory. And once you just stop having more than one relationship and you get back to practicing monogamy, everything will be better. And the reason is because typically, they have some biases that are getting in the way, and they may have some thinking around polyamory that it doesn't work. I've heard that many times. And I'm here to tell you that it does. I've been with my husband for 21 plus years. We've been practicing some form of consensual non-monogamy for about 19 of those 21 plus years. And I have another partner. We've been together just about 10 years now. So with that, I just got to keep it real here. So I started the work I'm doing, my blog, Loving Without Boundaries, back in December of 2012. Gosh, that's a long time ago. That's over 12 years ago. So when I started 12 years ago, I was one of the only CNM coaches in town. That stands for consensual non-monogamy. And no one else was really doing it. There was only one or two books out there, like The Ethical Slut. That was one of the main books. And now you turn around and there's polyamory and CNM coaches just popping up all over the place, all over the country, all over the world. But it's really important to know that a lot of them are self-appointed gurus. So you've got to know how to ask the right questions, because anyone with an opinion, and maybe, even a little bit of experience, can say that they're a coach, because it's largely an unregulated industry. It's not like a therapist where you have to be licensed in a certain state to work. Anyone can say that they're a coach, and that's legal in the United States anyway. But to be really recognized, to get outstanding results, to get where the rubber really hits the road, is somebody who has the respected credentials and has the wherewithal and the skill set to be able to navigate this. Because at the end of the day, it's all about results. And the sad truth is that a lot of different people out there may not really have what it takes to get results for their clients. So some coaches might have a little bit of psychology. Some other coaches might have a little bit of strategy, but it takes a lot to get to a master's level. And then it's a whole other ball of wax to have a whole structure and a system to help their clients get results. Because again, the real answer is, can you get the outcome that the folks that are coming to you that desperately need your help are going to need, So let's go over the four main things that you need to look for. Number one, have they created the results that you want for themselves? Yes or no? Meaning, are they in happy, healthy, secure, consensually non-monogamous relationships? Because that's a key indicator right there. Are they in no relationships, or those relationships are not going well? Where are they at? Number two, have they been able to create those type of results for other people? Because it's one thing to create it in your own life, but it's a whole other ball game to be able to create those results for others. And a lot of times that means having a step-by-step proven system to make sure that those results are repeatable. Number three, had they been doing this for a long period of time? And when I say doing this, I mean both coaching as well as being in happy, healthy, consensually non-monogamous relationships, because that's really important. Because you have to really look at the whole ecosystem, because some people might have done it for themselves but not other people, or some may have been able to help a few folks, but they're not really kind of walking their talk in their own lives. And so the length of time is really important. So again, just like I said earlier, I have been on my own personal business and mission for 12 plus years now. And I've been with my husband for over 20 years going strong. We just came back from that trip I was talking about earlier together. We had a wonderful, amazing, beautiful time together. And then the last piece is they've got to actually care about you, as a human being from the heart. Do they have your best interest at heart? Will they be there when the chips are down? Do you have multiple ways to reach out to them? And do they actually maybe even have a team if, say, your main contact is not well? Accidents happen, right? Knock on wood. But you want to make sure that there's a backup if, like, the main contact is not there. And that's exactly what we have. We have an entire team that is helping you get the results that you need. Because sometimes you might find a unicorn coach who has a couple of the first things, but maybe they're really just interested in getting in your wallet or getting on a bunch of stages so that they have those kind of street cred, so to speak, of being on different stages across the world, sometimes even on cruise ships, right? Because they want to also have that experience of saying, hey, I'm an international speaker and I was speaking on a cruise in Croatia, last month or whatever. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but sometimes they're more about the prestige than they are about you and your results. So that's really important too. You need to know that they have your back and they're not just about the money. So, and then the one way to evaluate a coach too is, do they actually have letters after the name? Do they have credentials? Have they been trained and certified? Because myself and my team, we have a coaching team here. We have all been credentialed through the ICF, which is the International Coaching Federation, which is one of the only ways that you can really demonstrate that you have a professional background. You've been critically trained. That's really, really important. So what's interesting is there is roughly about 70,000 self-proclaimed coaches in the world. About 50,000 of them are members of the ICF. But out of that, only about less than 42,000 were holding any credential at all. And there's really three levels. So just to explain that, first, 56% were at the ACC level. That's the Associated Coaching Professional. And that is when you just only have about 100 hours of actual live coaching experience. That's it. Then the next level up, there's 40% that are at the PCC, that's professional coaching certification. And then only 4% of coaches that are credentialed in the ICF are at the master's level. That's MCC, Master Certified Coach. And last I checked, there were only about 1,075 MCCs in the entire world, and you're talking to one of them right now. You're watching me live here. And as far as I know, and somebody can correct me if there is one, as far as I know, I am the only master level certified coach who specializes in helping this stigmatized minority community, helping the LGBTQ plus community at this master's ICF certified level, helping people in some sort of untraditional relationship, such as consensual non-monogamy, open relationships, excuse me, polyamory, relationship anarchy, whatever it is that you're practicing, swinging, whatever that is. And it is an absolute honor and joy and privilege to be able to have gotten that type of training and then to be able to turn around and help my fellow man, woman, non-binary person be here to support you in living your most authentic lives. So I would say don't leave your most cherished relationships to chance, and make sure that you're asking the right questions when you are interviewing people. What are the credentials at the end of their name? So for me, MCC, Master Certified Coach. Then I'm also a CPC, that's certified professional coach through the Institute of Professional Excellence in Coaching, where I was originally trained. That's a year-long program, which requires mentorship from MCC professionals. It's very intensive. It's real live training from professionals who care. Like I said, it's from IPEC, the Institute for Professional Excellence in Coaching. And then I also have TIC at the end of my name as well. That stands for Trauma Informed Coach. So I have been professionally trained to be trauma sensitive and trauma informed, because it's sad but true that a lot of my clients do have some form of trauma in their background, whether that's sexual trauma, sometimes from childhood, or trauma from maybe past abusive, toxic relationships that were dysfunctional, and they don't want to repeat some of those patterns and bring them with them into the future and just keep repeating those same mistakes over and over and over again. So I've been doing this a really long time. I have the formal education at the master's level, which is the top 0.1% of all coaches, by the way. It takes a crazy amount of hours. In terms of, to get at the master's level, you need 2,500 hours of professional coaching with clients. At this time of this recording, I have over 7,500 of hours of coaching live, beautiful clients. I've helped over 330 beautiful and amazing people live their best lives. And that helps my clients get better results in less time. I've lived this journey myself. I have been on countless stages all across the country because I care, and I want to give workshops live in person to be able to help at all the different levels. So whether I'm helping by people reading my book, Jealousy Survival Guide, How to Feel Safe, Happy, and Secure in an Open Relationship, or I help by giving live workshops, whether that's live here in the Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, Greater Maryland area, or giving live workshops all over the country, and I'm sure eventually the world. That's what I am passionate about. That's what myself and my team eat for breakfast. And I'm happy to help anybody that wants that type of help, so that there is less fear and anxiety, more joy and connection in your relationships, and better results, even when you are practicing tricky, complicated, consensually non-monogamous relationships. So if this sounds of interest to you, if you are struggling, if you are indeed looking for a professional to work with who cares, who has your back, who has a proven step-by-step system that has helped many people in the past, then feel free to book a call with me. The link is right here on the screen here. lovingwithoutboundaries.com/apply. That takes you right into my calendar. You can simply just pick a time slot that works for you. And then there will be a brief form for you to fill out that just sets us up for success for that conversation that we can have together. And it's called a breakthrough session because we're going to talk about putting our heads together and seeing where are you struggling, what exactly is going on with you and your life and your relationships. And then we'll see if we can get a game plan together to help you specifically to get from where you are now, which we will discover and talk about on that call very vulnerably. So you're going to have an authentic, honest conversation with me, and also figure out where it is you want to go. What is your dream? What is your vision? Where do you want to be 6 months from now? Where do you want to be 6 years from now? Who do you need to become in that process? What are the skills that you need to develop? And are you willing to invest in yourself and your skill set? And before I sign off, I just want to share with you something I'm super excited about. I literally just got a 5-star review from one of my beautiful clients named Sierra. I'm going to read it to you right now. She said, Kitty and the Loving Without Boundaries crew are absolutely amazing. My husband and I have been together for 10 years and recently navigating a consensual, non-monogamous relationship, and it wouldn't have been possible without them. This experience has been life-altering in the best ways for both my husband and myself. We have reconnected, found acceptance, and are in a much better place now than we would have been without their guidance. I am eternally grateful to Kitty and the Loving Without Boundaries crew for helping us learn more about ourselves and how to live our most authentic lives full of love and acceptance for ourselves as well as each other. That literally just got written hours ago. I think it was about 2.5 hours ago. So those are the type of things that you could be writing if you are looking for help, if you are ready to do the work, if you're ready to invest in yourself, in your connection, in your marriage, in your most cherished relationships. That's the kind of thing that you could be writing 6 months from now, even 2 months from now. So if that's you and you want to have a conversation to see if this is the right thing for you, then feel free to go to that link, lovingwithoutboundaries.com/apply. And again, that will take you right into my calendar where you can just simply book a time. It's a free call and we'll just see if we are a fit. And if we are not a fit, you have my word that I will do my best to steer you in the best direction for you so that you get a lot of clarity and value on that call together so that you know exactly what you need to do to close that gap from where you are now to where you ideally want to be. So with that, happy Friday. Have a beautiful day. If you are looking for a community, because I believe community is everything, and you aren't a part of our private online community, you can go to Facebook and do a search for Loving Without Boundaries, Healthy Open Relationships and Lifestyle Freedom. And you can also listen to our award-winning podcast, Loving Without Boundaries, that has over 266 episodes. We've been going since summer of 2015, and we are still going strong. Very passionate about that work. And you can also learn about local meetups if you find us at Loving Without Boundaries on meetup.com. And you can also follow us on all the various social media platforms or get on our mailing list as well at our website, lovingwithoutboundaries.com. Okay, so with that, I'm sending my love and happy thoughts to you. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful weekend. I know there's a lot of chaos in the world, and now more than ever, community is absolutely everything. So find the right community for you. I believe you should really find the best mentor and coach for you to help you get to where you want to go in the quickest amount of time with the least amount of suffering. Okay, with that, take care.